Hi guys! Happy New Year! Well, it's still Happy New Year, even though I did say Happy New Year in my last video, but it's still Happy New Year. We have come to the end of the one of the longest months of the year, which is January. It's officially the 31st. We made it, guys. And just like sense check, how are your New Year's resolutions going? Cause I know mine are bad. Cause I said I'm gonna go to gym. I'm extremely proud of myself for that first week. Second week, I started going down. I it started being like then I started being like, no, I'll start in a fresh month. So 1st of February, it's me. I'm starting again. But no matter how many times you start, as long as you keep starting and you don't give up on yourself. But that's not why I'm here today. I'm here today with like the one thing that we all do. Okay, maybe not all of us, but some of us do. And I also did beginning of the year, like the first month. You do your New Year's resolution. So we have this vision board, this everything, just bringing them there, and you're like, by the end of the year, I want to see myself achieving this and this and this. And with all of this planning, for me, came with reflections. Like I started reflecting a lot on the past, on what shaped me, how did I get here, where I am exactly, acknowledging like my journey so that I can be proud of myself and not be too hard on myself that I don't have this yet or I should be having this. And I feel like one of the things that make me not to even say my age when people like normally ask me how old I am. Like I don't know, that question, Jack Pela, I think is just a like what are you gonna do with my age? Is my age going to like give you something information about me? And I think that's insecurities on my end of like maybe at the age that I'm at I should have achieved more than what like I have currently achieved. So one honest fact about me is that I am a university dropout. I don't normally say that because you get like I think maybe it's the experience of the people that I had told so far in the past. You get this sort of judgmental look or this look of hmm. Even in the workspace, like when you are part of conversations and people are having conversations, I did this, I studied this in school, I did this. And then when you come up and say, well, I was studying this, but I didn't complete it, like it devalues you in a certain way. And I think sometimes you need to be comfortable with where you are. You not even sometimes, all the time. So I am learning to be comfortable with where I am. I'm learning to be okay with speaking out and being proud of myself because it starts with me before it goes to other people. So even if a person is judging me or whatsoever, but only I know my story, only I like lived my life in my own shoes or something. I don't remember that saying, but there's a saying that you don't know how or something. Yazin, let me leave it because it's not for me. But all I'm saying is that I'm the one that lived the life that I lived. And I think with society expectations as well, it ended up like drilling more in me to build me to have this self judgment in a way that I am not as far as I should be. I do not have the things that I should have at the age that I am at. Because in high school, I was like, from primary, I was very smart, part of the top 10, always, all the time. So I worked very hard, and I think my teachers and my family and everyone who sort of was around me, who was in my circle, had high expectations of me. Like it was already a path of going to varsity and I need to study, like, one of the courses that you consider difficult. I'm going to be able to do it and I'm going to be able to pass and everything because I come from a background of, in high school, I was part of the top 10s. I was like pretty much an A student in a certain way. So when I got to varsity, it was a thing of, I like I, I was studying. I was not failing or anything, but I think at a certain point it just became a total blur to me. Like I think maybe I pushed myself in a direction that I was not supposed to push myself, or I was pushed in a direction that I was not supposed to go, or something. I am not I'm not against varsity. That's one of like the things that I wish I could redo. Like I wish I could have pulled through, stayed in varsity and completed my course and everything. But my journey unfortunately did not go that route. And because of that, because of how I left varsity and everything, almost all the people that I knew from high school, I just sort of detached myself from them. Because I didn't want that judgmental of, but you were an A student or you were smart in school and everything and you didn't complete this. It's like I'm sort of like a failure. So I didn't want to feel more like a failure. Like I didn't want to feel it more than how I was already feeling. Like that's on me because I already like put this image or this perspective that other people are gonna make me feel this way. So let me rather just pull myself back so that I'm not in that sort of bucket of being made to feel very, very bad. But yeah, but I cut off people and I am not proud of it, but I feel like we need to be honest to ourselves and to each other that sometimes you do need that for your own mental health, for your own personal well being. Because for me, I detached myself from all of that because I didn't want to get judged. I didn't want to get like questions like, why don't you go back? Why this? Why that? Because at that point in time, I was still figuring myself out. I was still figuring what exactly do I want? Do I want to go back? Do I want to do it for me or do I want to do it for other people because they say, you won't be able to achieve this or that. You won't be able to do that. You're very smart. You should do this and that. So I wanted, if it was a decision that I am actually going back, was it my own decision? Can I not hide behind somebody else so that when it fails, I'm going to blame someone else? Let me, for once, take accountability and make my own decision and live through it. So, my problem was that I did make that decision, but I feel like I never faced the reality or the truth that, you know what, Ish, I'm a varsity dropout, and that's okay. Like, this is me, Uzanele. I dropped out from varsity and I survived. It's okay. I'm still not gonna say my age. Like, even if you know my age, but I feel like I'm still learning to be comfortable and to get to a level of, I will say, you Muzanele, I am blah 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 age, and it's okay for the position that I am in. I am content and humble with where I am. I'm not saying everybody's journey is going to be the same. I'm just saying that for me, it took such a long time to get to a point where I am facing the reality. I'm looking and reflecting at the past on how it shaped who I am today. And it might be quick for somebody else to just, be able to get on the road, to get on board, to be this way or be that way. But for me, it took like X amount of years for me to be able to be like, I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of where I am. I may not have or I may not have achieved what I wanted to achieve in my current position, but I'm doing well. I'm doing okay. I am surviving and I am happy. The greatest thing is for my peace, my happiness, and all of that. So, yeah, I hope this was not that. And know that it took a lot in me to actually share this. But I was like, it's part of my journey of being like, I am accepting self acceptance, and I am just being me and being proud of who I am. Like, hey. So, yeah. Hi, my name is Uzanele, and I dropped out of varsity. And it's okay. My journey was not that, like, was not meant for me to graduate. Maybe in future I will go back, or I will start somewhere else and graduate, but it's not where I was, or it's not where I was meant to be in that specific time period. Or yeah, so my journey took a sharp curve. It took its own way. I understand where I come from. I understand how it built me, how it shaped me, and I'm accepting of everything that is me right now. And if I had to say anything to my younger self, it would be, make your own decisions. Like, close out the noise of everyone else, because when you get into a certain bucket, like you're a passing student, there's this expectation of you. Close that all out and just love you and be you and be proud of yourself. Like, I'm proud of you for the heart that you have, for the love that you have for other people.